Hi, my name is Dr. David Silverman. I'm just outside of Washington, D.C. in the United States. I'm shooting this message for the people of Singapore. It was just announced yesterday that Asea Redox, the oral version of Asea Redox, is temporarily not going to be available in Singapore. And I wanted to shoot this message because there is a solution. That's the good news. But first, let me just share with you that I don't work for the company. I'm on the company's medical professionals board with several other doctors. I started with Asea as a customer. My dad was very ill. This product was a gift. I call it a gift for humanity, and it was certainly a gift for the Silverman family, for my father with his severe prostate issue. About a year later, I looked at the opportunity side of this, and I just make people aware of this gift. That's what I do. All right. I don't work for the company. But people in Singapore have had amazing results, just like they've had results in Hong Kong and Taiwan and Thailand and Philippines and France and Spain and Sweden, the United States and Canada. This product's available all over the world. Well, many countries in the world, not everywhere yet. But there are people very concerned in Singapore because they've had great results with so many issues in their bodies and their families' bodies, and even mentally, that they're concerned they're not going to be able to get the drink. Okay, you're still able to get the gel, and this is a solution, and I'm going to share this with you in just a second. The product is temporarily not available to drink in Singapore. It will be. It's just a matter of when. Okay, and so I'm going to share a few things with you that you may not know in Singapore. Number one, when Asea launched in Australia, they only had the gel. The government did not know how to classify the drink version. And this is what's happened in Singapore, by the way. It was classified, every country is different. Some countries it's classified as a food, some it's classified as a supplement, and Asea has consultants that recommend what's best for each market and attorneys, and they recommend classifying it as a food. Well, the Singapore government has said, well, it's not really a food. They don't know how to classify it, right? And it's understandable because it's such a breakthrough. It's redox signaling molecules. How do you classify that, right? It's not a supplement, really. It is a supplement, but it's not something that people understand what it is. It's not vitamin C or vitamin B or something. But people don't know how to classify it. Is it a food? I don't know. But it's very hard to classify. And it is such a breakthrough, and it's a miracle. So that's what's going on. But Australia only had the gel for a while, for a long time. But people had amazing results, not just with skin problems, all types of problems. And I remember being on webinars and phone calls with doctors and lay people saying, we're putting the gel all over the body. We're putting it on areas where underneath there's a lung problem there. And we're putting a lot on. And we're putting it on the neck. We're putting it on the spine. And incredible results with things. I mean, absolutely incredible results. And I thought, that's amazing that this topically could do that. So I want to focus on this and what this can do, okay? And what you can try as a solution until the drink is available, right? In fact, Switzerland just got the drink for the first time. So people were still having amazing results with the gel. So here's the thing about redox signaling molecules you need to know. They're very, very, very tiny. They're 2 to 4 atoms big, right? And so they are absorbed. In fact, when you drink Asea, it's getting in through your mouth membrane. It's not getting in through your intestines. It never really gets to your intestines, right? It's getting in through your mouth. It's being absorbed right into the bloodstream, through your esophagus, through your stomach. Excuse me. So that's how it gets in. Well, you know what? Have you ever tried using this on 10 people who have something that's hurting them, like their neck or their back or their knee or their finger or their hip, and you shake it up and you put it on 3 times in 5 minutes, and you notice what happens by the 10th minute, right? It's pretty amazing on most people. It's incredible, right? Well, why is that? Why? Because these molecules are tiny. They are getting in. You have 10 people that have finger discomfort, and they rate their discomfort on a 1 to 10, and you put it on 3 times in 5 minutes. Watch what happens to 9 of them, right? 9 of them within 10 minutes. But you know what? You could put it on the hip or the back. It's much deeper to get to the hip. It's still 9 out of 10 people are shocked. in 10 minutes. It's because the molecules are tiny. Not only are the molecules getting into the tissue, it's getting into the bloodstream. I will give you an example. I'll shoot a video with John. John is a grandfather, and his granddaughter has a very serious problem. She's 14 years old. She had never spoken a full sentence in her life, ever. It's a problem like a spectral problem. She non-communicative, living in her own world, and it's an epidemic now in the world. So many people have this problem, and it's really bad. Some people link it to vaccines. We don't know what's causing the epidemic, but it is. But the daughter, the son, the father of the child, the son of the grandfather, could not get the daughter to drink Asea. She didn't like the taste. She wouldn't drink it. So she had heard stories about using the gel. So the father and the mother would put the gel on her neck and her back and on her stomach and her chest twice a day, pretty liberally, right? 2 months into doing this, there was a day where it snowed and school was canceled. And any time that this child, and this is common, the routine was broken, something changed in their routine of getting dressed, going to school, would have an absolute fit, go crazy, and get so upset. Child did not get upset. The father was staying home too because there was so much snow, staying home from work. The child went up to the father and tapped him on the back and said, "Daddy, am I going to school today?" The father had never heard his 14-year-old daughter ever speak a full sentence in her life. Number one, she spoke a full sentence. 2 months of doing this on the body, right? With no drink, just putting it on. And number two, there was no being upset. Now that was several months ago. The child has progressed and progressed and progressed. Remarkable. No drink, just this. So know that it does get in. Now, real quickly, we're going to shoot another video on this and have some people just sharing their stories. I wanted to get this out right away. But how do you use it? Well, number one, most people drink 4 to 8 bottles of Asea drink a month, right? That would translate into about 6 to 12 tubes a month of the gel. And so how do you use it? Number one, if you have an issue with your lungs, we're not claiming it's going to help your lung problem. Put it over your chest and put it over your back, over your lungs, a few times a day, right? Put it on 3 times in 5 minutes, same thing, right? If it's your kidney, put it over your kidneys. We had incredible stories about that from Australia. I mean, amazing from doctors with patients with problems. Can't make any claims that it's going to help because this is, as you know, it's marketed for wrinkles and cellulite for skin problems. Put it up and down the spine, from the neck down to the sacrum. Just rub it. They're called dermatomes along the spine. So put it on there in the morning and night. If you can put it on 3 times, great. 3 times in 5 minutes. If not, just get it on, right? The soles of the feet. Put it on the bottom of the feet in the morning and night. See, you're getting the molecules in your body, right? You're getting the benefit of the redox signaling molecules. The other thing is, the benefit of having just the gel is if you put it all over your body, it's getting in everywhere, right? Watch what happens to the skin on your body. You'll feel the difference. You'll feel it. You'll see it when you're in the shower and you're washing. You'll feel, wow, my skin is so soft. It's like having younger skin again. So these are examples of ways that you can use the product. Now, again, you will get the drink back. We just don't know when, right? So if you are using Asea, try doing this and doing it the way I'm saying. And again, it's going to be 6 to 12 tubes a month in that range, but you still get the miracle. You still get the scientific breakthrough miracle of these redox molecules getting into your bloodstream, identical to the ones that are in you, raising the levels back up to the levels where you had redox molecules when you were younger and you were healthier and more energetic and vibrant in your skin. And so Australia did it for a long time. Switzerland did it for a long time. You can do it. The drink is coming back. but you have a solution, okay? We'll have more webinars on this soon. I just wanted to get this out right away. In the United States, it's the 4th of July, and I just want to wish everybody who's from Singapore in the United States a happy Independence Day, and we're very, very blessed to have the freedoms that we have in these open countries with democracy. And thank goodness for this. Thanks. Bye.